the book is kind of the what and what you're doing, why you're doing it, those things, and the course is the how-to. And so, you know, either way, please pick up one or the other, whatever you want to do, or both. But it's really demonstrating and also helping you create a path on just exactly what you talked about, those digital assets, those different things that you want to utilize in order to get your next opportunity. But more importantly is to get in front of that person who's judging who's going to get an opportunity to at least talk about it. Happy Friday. Yeah, usually we're on a Thursday or, you know, one of those days recording. Now we're on a Friday, so we'll see how the audience likes it.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in the medical sales world, your week can get blown up to smithereens, as a lot of the people that are listening know all about. Or even if they're physicians that are listening too, they know, you know, their day can quickly get jacked up.
Yep, it changes tremendously, and that it has, and it's been a good week, but a very interesting week at the same time.
Well, you have a really big launch coming up, super exciting, with your book and your course, and the world needs to know about it. And let's dive into it. They do.
Millions of listeners. Yeah, May 4th. Actually, by the time this comes out, this podcast will probably come out mid-May, so we'll be launched by then. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I use so many different productivity tools. I mean, I said it in my post, and I really meant it. I built this thing in about 30 days, and you know, it's all my material, my ideas, and my thought processes. But it's I used AI to really accelerate all the operational piece of the puzzle of it all, and it was really cool. I will definitely be doing it again. In fact, I made a promise to myself that moving forward with anything, I'm going to utilize AI agents and things of that nature in order to do a lot of the work that needs to be done whenever creating a new platform. So yeah, it's going to be called Never Apply Again, and it's going to be a complete system that have you as transformation forum. Instead of being recruiters filtering you because of AI and other different tools they use, you're going to be sought after once you're able to see all the different things that I've noticed in my career, and especially in the last 6 months to a year, that has completely changed the game of finding a new opportunity.
Well, the reason why I think this is so important and why the work you're doing and what you created is just so crucial is because of, and I was talking to, and I'm sure you've had this conversation with your old friends or former colleagues or whatnot. I had this conversation last week about a friend of mine that wants to explore different career opportunities, and he's like, I just don't have the time. I don't want to go on and apply to these jobs I'm never going to hear back from. And I know I'm worth more to the market than what sending 50 resumes out to jobs that I don't know. People, like, we all know our best opportunities came from our network, but that's not all we're good for in this life here.
But right? Why not expand your network?
Exactly.
Yeah. Little foreshadowing there. That's exactly. It's like expand your network, and what I like to call a public trust architecture. Like, it's really easy to do. And sorry to jump in all of a sudden, but whenever I when I hear it, expand your network, I'm like, it's so easy to expand your network. It's so easy, and you have, let's put it this way, you have to expand your network, because moving forward, and this is a statistic that is crazy, that in the recruiting world, AI is going to be billions of dollars of their spend in order to find the right candidates. And not only are they doing it at companies, not only are they doing recruiters, but they're doing it at companies as well. They're thinking to themselves, well, wait a minute, can we bring some of this in-house, some of this, and utilize AI to help with this expense? And so that's why I'm all in on, building your public trust architecture and doing it with certain digital tools and digital things that you can do, whether it's writing a newsletter, whether it's effectively commenting on LinkedIn, whether it's posting content, video, personalized video, all of the above. You better, if you're listening to this right now, you have to do it, because there are going to be those that choose to do it, and they're going to do it really well, and they're the ones that are going to pop up at the top of the list of people, hey, as a recruiter, I need to contact these people. Because I say this over and over again, and really that's why I wrote the book, is because if you're relying on one recruiter who's also got thousands of other candidates in their funnel to select for a position, you're crazy to think that they're going to work double time or triple time for you. They don't have the time to do it. It's just not happening.
No, they don't. And I think it's so archaic. Most career advice is polish your resume, maybe fix your headline on LinkedIn, and network more, right? And I know networking is part of it, but I'm sure you can unpack a little bit more on the nuances that you probably teach. But why is that just generally all wrong?
That's a great question, Chris, because I've studied it. It really just dawned on me. What happened for me was I was like last year I had 2 or 3 different people who are looking for a new job, looking for a new opportunity, and they're like, you know what, I'm just going to go out there, kind of see what's going on, what's happening, and then one of them got laid off. And they thought, well, I'm just going to send my resume to blah, 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 the recruiter. And, they said they had several opportunities. Newsflash, they always say they have several opportunities. They always say it every single time. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they do. So take it for whatever that means. But the reality is that you got to be top of mind for them. And what they're going to do is these new softwares that are all AI powered in the world of recruiting or in the world of trying to find their next person to be a part of their organization. There's all these different AI platforms that they're going to subscribe to. They are different products for them to find the right candidate. And if the only way they're going to find the right candidate is not because you know somebody or not because 3 people that you talk to on 2, no, it goes out and scans online 45 different platforms. It goes and looks and sees, different things that you've published, things that you've said, videos that are out there of you. Maybe you've been interviewed. Maybe you've been on a podcast. All those different things, they take it together with AI and they provide a list of people to the recruiter to say, okay, now go call them. So you're getting sorted right from the beginning. And if you don't have any kind of a public trust architecture, you're relying on, the 36 people in your network that they're pretty busy. They're not really going to focus on you and what you're doing next.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point. And I think that, before going into the whole AI part of it, I think that there's some really key tips and tricks that you are giving and what you're saying. And I want to unpack that too, because from what I'm understanding and what my experience is from creating is you definitely draw a hard line between motion and progress, where applications can create motion when you apply, but assets create progress with your personal brand. What does that actually look like in someone's career, and how does it fight back against those AI is what you're saying? What are the tools that you're saying that can fight back against that?
Right,
as
100%.
some tips. Yeah.
And there's, in the course and in the book is kind of the what and what you're doing, why you're doing it, those things, and the course is the how-to. And so, either way, please pick up one or the other, whatever you want to do, or both. But it's really demonstrating and also helping you create a path on just exactly what you talked about, those digital assets, those different things that you want to utilize in order to get your next opportunity. But more importantly is to get in front of that person who's judging who's going to get an opportunity to at least talk about it. And if you're not doing certain things, whether or not you believe it or not, but if you're not commenting on LinkedIn or you're not providing value on LinkedIn or however that looks for you, and we could go all through that, what that value can be. I mean, if it could be as simple as having a free newsletter on LinkedIn talking about, what your thoughts on, I'm going to say a fantastic newsletter that I read about peptides and transformational health, like Chris, like you do. I can guarantee you when recruiters are going to go out, I got a VP of this that I need to find, that AI is going to find you, Chris, first. It will.
Yeah, and I think that it's so important this day and age, and I'm so happy you did this project for people. It's going to help so many people, and the fact that you're giving people this framework and I don't want to give away too much of the gold that you're giving, but I can't help myself because I'm so excited about it. But having this framework, and you call it the digital trust stack. So on a high level, what do you think are the most like important layers that people can think about implementing once I take your course or once I read your book, like right away, pretty easily?
Yeah, so it's going to go in. I mean, I'll just say right now. So if you go to neverapplyagain.co, against neverapplyagain.co, there is a LinkedIn analyzer right there. If you're going to look for an opportunity, it's free. It's 100% free. Just go out and do it. It's powered by AI with all my thoughts, obviously, but you're going to go in there. Let's go in and look at your LinkedIn profile, and let's tweak it to make it the way it should look, where AI platforms are going to find the information that they want to bring you to the next step. That's first and foremost, but you really need to hone in on what you have on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a resume, substitute provider. It's not that at all anymore. And if you think that's what it is, you really need, do yourself a favor, spend 30 minutes on LinkedIn and figure out real quick that it's not that. But
I listened to a few episodes of this podcast over again.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. But just go out to neverapplyagain.co. It's absolutely free. I don't charge anybody anything. Go to the website. It's going to ask you 5 different questions. You're going to plug in your LinkedIn profile. And when you do that, you're going to get a detailed report on things you could work on, things that you need to address immediately, things that can accelerate the process for you, all these different things. It's a free tool. You can just go out and do it. But it's going to talk, first and foremost, you have to be, the part of your public trust architecture leads with your LinkedIn profile and what you're doing on LinkedIn. And so if you go to the website, you'll see all that and you'll be able to do that. And it's a cool tool that tool took me about the most time to develop, just because I needed to really hone in on what needed to be done. And it will rate exactly what your LinkedIn profile looks like. What it does is it will scrape all the information and then give you detailed feedback on what you need to do.
That's fantastic. Yeah, everybody give that a shot. Neverapplyagain.co. What's the most common objection you hear when you tell someone they need to start building publicly and building this asset?
Number one is, I don't like to go out on LinkedIn and say things. I don't like to have people, and I get this response and this objection from like high performing salespeople. And I'm thinking to myself, you go into non-native places all the time that you're asked to go and present in front of people that you've never met before, but LinkedIn, you can't do that. No, we're not going to do that on LinkedIn. We're going to do that, to 4 people instead of doing it to 40,000 people. I don't understand, but I think that a lot of people are beginning to realize that can't be an objection anymore. It just can't. You have to. This is the way business is moving. This is the way careers are going. That's where it all starts. But that's the number one objection. I don't want to go out and write things, or I don't want to do videos, or I don't want to do pictures. Don't do that. We talk all about the things you can do outside of that. I guarantee if you start doing the things that we talk about, you're going to start doing the other things too, because you're going to realize what value it is to not only to everybody who's listening and watching, but what it is for you. And I can tell you the days of, here's another one. I've only got 47 followers on LinkedIn, or I've only got 46, and I'm like, those days are over of the grand social media algorithm. Followers don't matter one bit, because the algorithm now is so fine-tuned that if you're talking about transformational medicine and this certain peptide and this, they'll go find your ideal customer or the individual you want to reach. The algorithm will go find them. It will do it. And they're just, those, if you hear anybody that says to you these days, anyway, I shouldn't say what I'm going to say. They don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about. It's not about how many followers anymore. That changed months ago.
I want to go back just a little bit, because I think what this course and this book is going to be great for people that have that objection, that have that objection because they have the fear. Because I know I had the fear. I wanted to do it. I never had the objection of I don't want to do it. I just was scared to. So I think we don't want to discount that population of people that will pick it up and be very empowered by what you're saying. And that's why I think that this book is written at the perfect time, and it's going to help so many people in this course. it's going to empower people to feel and then make that leap. And I'm sure you're going to get plenty of DMs and emails saying, hey, thank you for doing this, because it's just a big deal. It really is to a lot of people. And because more and more people are feeling the pressure and understanding that shaping and creating their voice and creating their community on social media and using platforms like LinkedIn, which I think is so powerful for career shaping, is so crucial. So if someone is listening, right now, and they're thinking about, definitely going to check out the course, and I'm going to sign up for the, the wait list before this, because when are you thinking of the official launch?
So the official launch for the course is going to be the end of May. The book is available now, literally on Amazon.
Book is available now.
Yeah, you can go on Amazon right now. It's Never Apply Again. I just haven't, released it to the masses as far as this is.
I gotta buy my copy right now. We're on the.
Well, thank
call.
you. I have one for you if you don't want to buy it. But...
No. I gotta buy it. Kidding me?
Right.
No.
Did it come up on Amazon?
Yep. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's 112 pages.
I'm even saving 6% by waiting till actually Monday. Save 6%.
Yeah.
Order placed.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're on the book. No, I've already sold some copies, which has been fun, but kind of watching it happen. But it's 112 pages. There's a full outline at the end of step by step what you can do. As far as, taking action. So, which is, if no matter what, go to neverapplyagain.co and take put in your LinkedIn profile and get the detail what you can do. But I appreciate all of those. Thank you so much if you want to get the book, but it will tell you step by step what to do. And it relates stories that I've had with people, throughout the years, and most recently, quite a few people that I really went out and interviewed and talked to and said, hey, what are you doing in the world of, recruiting as far as finding new opportunities and things of that nature? So, and there's, stories about me, what I've done to gain a public trust architecture. So opportunities find me, because that's what's happening right now.
In terms of, and that's great. And congratulations. I'm so pumped. But
yeah,
in terms,
thank you. Me too.
Yeah, in terms of like the bigger mission, because I think that this is so huge. Like you've built Virtual Sales RX, ISG, Content Crib. I don't know the answer to this. We talk about this a lot. Maybe it's evolved. Maybe your answer's evolved since you've released this book. Where do you see this movement going in the next 3 years in terms of personal branding, job hunting, outreach, all that stuff?
I think that what is the most important is people are going to be able to control their destiny. They're not going to put their destiny or their path to their next opportunity in someone else's hands, which that's really easy to do. And that's the whole reason why you want to get a recruiter involved. And for those recruiters out there, I hope you listen to what we have to say today, and you see the things that we're doing and booking, and you incorporate these things in the realm of reverse recruiting, which everybody kind of knows what that is these days. But if you're not as a recruiter, you're going to be left out, because AI and all these different productivity tools, as well as people determining that they need to take control, that's going to create a whole new wave of people who are going to be face first, public trust architecture first, and they're going to be receiving these opportunities, because the overwhelming feedback that I got was, I feel helpless when I try to go and find another opportunity. I don't know where to go. I go to my network, I go to recruiters, and then I'm stuck and nobody's calling me, and I don't understand why. I've done everything I was told to do, and the reality is, if you could take control of what you're doing, it's going to be a whole different result.
That's awesome. And I heard rumblings of a cohort.
Yeah, the cohort is going to be also released at the end of May as well. But you can go out and pre-order. But I'm only going to do it for 40 people. That's it. The first wave is just going to be for 40 people. I've actually got a lot of signups that I've talked to that are happening right now. So that's exciting. But yeah, the cohort is going to be the self-paced course. One of the options to take the self-paced course, and you can do it. It's written in with videos, and there's things like that, and you can do that. With the cohort You're going to be with 40 other people, a 4-week program where we're going to work together to get everybody what they need, whatever that may be, to get to the next step in the recruitment cycle.
Well, awesome. Congratulations again.
Thank you for asking all these questions too. Yeah, thanks for letting me go on. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, you should be. And hopefully by the next episode, I'll be halfway into it and give you some anecdotes for everyone to take tidbits of.
Please do.
All right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yep.
See ya.